And we say good morning to you. Welcome. We are live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on this Monday, the 22nd day of August, 2022. Show number 1,685. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about. Yes, we do. And we're going to. We're going to be joined later in the show by Sam Haney, the football coach on the coaching staff of the Science Hill Hilltoppers. Just went blank. So Haney's going to join us from the Science Hill Hilltoppers a little bit later in the show to get what's his take on what happened last Friday night and the game as well, and just the overall look at things. And then we're also going to be joined by Forrest Holt, the athletic director from Elizabeth, and he joins us a little bit later on the show. Coming up, Greg Workman's going to join us from the city of Elizabeth and promoting his big concert coming up this weekend. And also, Andrea Lewis is here from Northeast Community Credit Union. So these kids are with us, ready to go. So we'll get Greg on here in just a second. We had a Monday morning computer glitch. Oh, yes. We just love them. Oh, Lord. Come right out of church on Sunday, Monday. Yeah, buddy. So that's okay. I ain't going to let it get to me. I'm not going to let it get to me. Here we go. Kingdom Airs. We got it fixed. Thanks to Stephen. Here are the Kingdom Airs. And Greg Workman's next. Followed by Andrea Lewis. And we got a whole lot to talk about this game on Friday night.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And back with the Tom Dillon Sports Center, ready to roll here. Our first guest, and we're glad he's here. We got our computer glitch fixed, thanks to Stephen, and couldn't tell you what it was. He took care of it. That's all I know. You know, you don't know anything, you call somebody, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and that's what I did. I like the beard, by the way, man.
Appreciate that.
I like that. Looks good. Greg's with us, city of Elizabethton, so we got lots to talk about here for just a second. And then for the next few minutes, then Andrew's going to join us, and we're going to really jump into this football game on Friday night that involved, it has been the buzz not only in Elizabethton and Johnson City, but really across Northeast Tennessee. The hit, as I would call it. And so we're going to kind of break it down. We're going to hear from Forrest Holt from Elizabethton and Sam Haney from the Science Hill football coaching staff, talking not just about that, but about the game in general, because it was a really good ball game. And the Cyclones lose it 17-7. Science Hill's defense is lights out, folks. I can tell you they can play. We have JV football coming up tonight, as a matter of fact. 5:50 airtime, 6 o'clock kickoff, the Cyclones and Science Hill from Citizens Bank Stadium. So another round of Science Hill Elizabethton football. It's going to be good. How we doing? Doing good?
We're doing well.
Yeah. I want to publicly thank these guys and ladies for all the hard work they have done to bring these kind of groups into Elizabethton and the Tri-Cities, because it's not going to be just an Elizabethton concert series. It's going to be enjoyed by folks all across the region. Check out, I love his logo, by the way. Covered Bridge Kickoff. Look at that. That's cool. Did you come up with that?
I'm good with that.
Yeah. Did you come up with it?
No, this is the marketing team. A lot of people are responsible for this.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to get you to toot your horn. That's okay. But it's good. It looks very, very nice. And so it's coming up September 21st and 22nd. We'll talk about that in a second. But coming up this weekend, Loving and touching and squeezing and don't stop believing. That's the two I can remember. Stephen Perry singing of Journey. It's not Journey, but the group sounds a whole lot like him. Tell me about it.
Yeah, this Saturday, August 27th, right in front of the monument where we used to have the stage set up in previous years, we've got a group called Resurrection, a Journey tribute band. And if you are a Journey fan, you're going to enjoy Resurrection.
Oh, yeah.
They are very close to sounding just like the original group, and it's going to be a good time. Bring your chairs in front of the monument, and we're expecting a good turnout.
Yep. It's free, right?
It is free. Yes.
Can't beat that ticket price.
No, you
Free.
cannot.
What time's it start?
Well, we have an opening group that's going to start it off at 6:30, and then Resurrection will take the stage at 8 p.m.
8 o'clock, Saturday night. Weather's supposed to be great. It's supposed to be typical August weather, a little warm in the afternoon and cool down in the evening. Bring your lawn chairs and be ready to go because it'll, if I remember correctly, the concert stage is going to face down through downtown. Is that correct?
It will face the downtown area. That is correct.
Yep. And it'll be actually on the bridge.
Just short of the bridge.
Just short of the bridge?
Yes.
But it won't be where it's normally at over there in that little park.
That
It's
is
gonna
correct.
It's going to be just short of the bridge facing downtown. Free concert. Can't beat it. The opening group comes in on 6 o'clock and Resurrection cranks up at 8, correct?
6:30 is the
6:30?
opening group,
6:30.
and 8 p.m. is
Yeah,
Resurrection.
6:30 and 8. Free concert coming up this weekend. And you don't want to miss that one. Are you a Journey fan per se?
I am a Journey fan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He hits some notes. I don't see the guy. I went back and listened to him on YouTube. And old Stephen Perry hits some notes. I don't know how he hits them because they're way up there.
Well, what's interesting is the promoter that we are bringing for this big concert at Elizabethton High School is the same promoter, Cloud Master Productions, out of Orlando, Florida, which also set us up with Resurrection.
Oh, really?
So they've done all three of these, negotiating the talent for us.
All right, so here's the Cover Bridge kickoff coming up on Thursday the 21st, or Wednesday the 21st, and Thursday the 22nd. There it is. Look at the good-looking poster too. Crowder and Big Daddy Weave coming up on that Wednesday night church night, Contemporary Christian. Then on Thursday, Kip Moore and Dylan Scott. Let me pull it back and you can see that. Coming up on the 21st and 22nd. It's going to be here at the stadium, correct?
It will be, and don't forget you've got Carson Peters opening up for Dylan and Kip.
Yep.
On the 22nd.
Yep. So Carson Peters, we know him very, very well. He's been on the show a ton of times. He'll warm up Dylan Scott and Kip Moore on Thursday, and Crowder and Big Daddy Weave will be together on an incredibly good concert lineup on Wednesday. Tell us about tickets for this.
You can purchase tickets if you go to the City of Elizabethton website. We have a page pinned at the very top. You can click on that and it will take you directly to the website. And for Crowder and Big Daddy Weave, ticket prices range from $30 to $50. And then for the country concert, it ranges $25 to $70. We also offer 2-day passes for the event.
Yep. Can't beat it, folks. 21st and 22nd. Where do we get our tickets now?
You can go to the Elizabethton website and purchase there, or you can go to etix.com and make the purchase there as well. You know, Tom, with this event, you know, we couldn't have done it without our sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this takes a lot of money to bring this type of talent in, and you know, we've got the City of Elizabethton, you've got Elizabethton Electric, you've got Citizens Bank, you've got Food City, you've got Brown & Brown out of Florida, you've got Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, Price and Ramey Insurance, Cintas, Goodwill, and we've got a couple of local universities, East Tennessee State University, and then late to the party that wanted to get involved in this was Milligan University as well.
Awesome. Milligan's involved too. There you go. The Buffs and the Bucks. The Bucks and the Buffs are in. That's good. So, folks, you don't want to miss it now. Give me a quick Cover Bridge Days itself. A lot of plans getting ready for it. Over and above the music's going to be great. Couple of days.
It's going to be extremely exciting. If you can come to these concerts on Wednesday and Thursday, which will lead you directly into Covered Bridge Days, which will be on that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We've got a bluegrass group, the Graskels, on Friday.
Who are awesome, by the way.
And then Saturday, you've got the icon, Ricky Skaggs, being here in Elizabeth, and that's just incredible. And then on Sunday, you've got a Southern Gospel group, the Isaacs, which again,
They're awesome.
an incredible group.
Oh,
that
yes.
If you're familiar with that Southern Gospel music, you will really enjoy them.
Yep. It's all coming up again. What are the dates?
September 21st, 22nd is the Cover Bridge kickoff at Elizabethton High School, Citizens Bank Stadium, and then the 23rd, 24th, and 25th is the Cover Bridge Days. But don't forget this Saturday, August 27th, Resurrection, downtown Elizabeth.
Warm-up band 6:30, and Resurrection will get with it at 8 o'clock, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. Are you a fan of Chick-fil-A?
I am Chick-fil-A. Known Tommy for years.
You got any stories?
Not I want to share on the air.
Get you some lunch. Congratulations.
Thank you for having me.
Great job. Congratulations on a great concert lineup, folks. It's really, really good. Quick break. We'll be right back. She's here. the one, the only. She's in the house. Andrea Lewis from Northeast Community Credit Union. She's next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Oh, it's snowing.
Right. Okay.
Let's make a snowman.
Can't now, honey.
Dad,
Sorry, kiddo.
want to make a snowman? I can't see. Hey, what is this place?
Welcome, Sam. You're right on time.
You know me?
Of course. You want to make a snowman, right?
How did you? Hey, what's that?
That's lost time. And then there's time that flies.
Whoa.
Together time. The best kind. It can make memories that last forever.
I wish my family could understand.
Here, sometimes people just need a little reminder.
Sam, where are you?
Time to go, Sam.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Mom, Dad, guess what? Cats took me to a time shop with so many clocks and
I have to go.
cuckoos, lost time and time that flies, and all kinds of time. And here, the kinds you give.
What is this? Okay, everybody. There we go.
This is actually really fun. It's done.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Look who showed up. Our buddy Andrea Lewis from Northeast Community Credit Union. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm well. How are you?
Good. Went to the ball game Friday night. You have a good time?
Oh, yeah. Wonderful weather. Great people.
Record crowd.
Yeah, because I stood the whole. Yeah.
Did you really?
I
You had to
stood.
stand?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I believe it.
You got over 6,000 people there for that game. Talking
Yeah.
about the Science Elizabethan game. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. Andrew's going to be with us. Tommy's going to join us here, and I think he wants to weigh in a little bit too about the game and the hit. Everybody's talking about the hit on from Hensley to Kate Russell. So we'll talk about that and get his take and a lot of people's take. Well, not a lot, but several people's takes on it, including Forrest Holt, the athletic director from Elizabeth, will be here on the show in a few minutes. And also a little bit later in the show, Sam Haney on the Science Hill coaching staff, dear friend of mine. So get his take on a good Science Hill football team. Their defense was lights out. And also just get his take on everything going on around this situation as well. So all that coming up. But she's here. And let's hit this magic button. Oh, just going to ding, didn't I? Dinging goes crazy. Here's our buddy again, Andrea Lewis, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And free financial resources. Tell me all about that, would you please?
Oh, yeah. We have several free resources. We have financial calculators. So what you could do is visit bmycu.org, and if you want to learn how to get your debt paid down or how long it's going to take you to pay your mortgage off, anything like that, you go right on our website, bmycu.org, go to resources, and then you can find financial calculators, and it's just really cool. It does the work for you, and then we got the financial planner available for you at the main office, always there to help you. She is wonderful. And then this week we are opening our student branches, and I'm going to bring Belda in next week, and she's going to tell you a little bit about student branches and what that entails next week. And electronic services such as bill pay, e-statements, mobile app, all that fun stuff. We have insurance products, accidental death or dismemberment. That's free to our members. 2,000 of that. You just have to be a member and turn it in. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
And discounted tickets, people love those. You got Dollywood, Carowinds, Biltmore tickets. If you want more information, once again, you visit bmycu.org and get those. And then we've got Business Spotlight for business accounts. You can display your business at one of our 4 locations when it's available all month, and it's free, and showcase what you got.
Locations are where?
In Rome Mountain, in Elizabethton, one on 19E, and then one behind Elizabethton High School. And then we've got one in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue.
You've already said it, but again, social media, how do we find you?
You find me at Northeast Community Credit Union on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or bemycu.org, or you can call us at 423-547-1200.
One of the great sponsors of the Tom Miller Sports Show, the great folks again at Northeast Community Credit Union, our good friend, Miss Andrea Lewis. All right, so did you have a good time at the ball game?
Oh, yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bands were great.
We love the bands, have family in the band, so it was just really great to kick off that season and just the right way. The Flag Girls and Color Guard, I should say.
Color Guard
It was
cheerleaders,
great.
overflow crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Weather was great.
It was.
Almost perfect weather. Wasn't too hot, wasn't too cool, and no breeze. A little bit of a breeze, but anyway, it was a great atmosphere, great football game. Science Hill wins, of course, 17-7. Everybody knows that by now. Here we go. Back with our buddy Andrea Lewis from Northeast Community Credit Union, consumer and business credit cards. Tell me about that.
Yeah, some people may not realize that we offer that, but if you go on our website, it's a really cool feature. If you don't know what you would like to have as far as a credit card or what type, if you want more rewards or more cash back, you can take a little survey and it picks one for you. It's like the perfect one for you. Just answer a few questions. And so it's just a great feature. You go to bemycu.org, you can apply online, and then you can hear back in a couple of, I think it's a week or so, whether you qualify or not. And for the business credit cards, there's no fee for additional employee cards, and the card member services is open 24/7. If you ever had an issue, lost your card, you feel like there's fraud, it's open.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also squeeze in Platinum Elite checking, would you please?
Yeah, earn dividends without a penalty. And it's just like a CD, like interest into your checking account. You can actively use your checking account. There's only a few qualifications that you would need, and just visit our website, look at those. As high as 1.75% APY, so that's pretty good.
It's real good.
Yep.
Absolutely. Locations are where?
Johnson City, behind Mellow Mushroom off of West Oakland Avenue. The main office in Elizabethton, behind Elizabethton High School. And then we have one on 19E in Elizabethton, or you can drive on up 19E in Rome Mountain, and we have one there.
Social media?
bemycu.org, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Appreciate it very much. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, the good folks at Northeast Community Credit Union. So there you go. We got another, we got an off week for football. So Happy Valley won, Utica won, Hampton won. All the county teams played and won except Cloudland. Cloudland got beat by Happy Valley. So, of course, the Cyclones got beat. But it's a good week for, are you a big football fan per se?
I love going to watch. I love the atmosphere. I love the experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, you played basketball, so I guess basketball is your love, right?
It is.
Yeah.
I love basketball. I love watching it.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite.
You still go out in the backyard, or you ever go out and just pick up a ball, shoot any, like you used to?
If my nephew's over, he's going to make me.
Oh, really?
He's going to get out there, throwing the ball, baseball. Get a glove, Annie.
Yeah.
My name's Annie to him, so.
Get
grab
a glove,
glove.
Annie. Get a
That's
basketball,
right.
Annie. We're going to shoot.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's go.
His name is?
Carter Lewis.
Carter Lewis. We called his name out a lot
That's right.
on Saturday for the Junior Cyclones.
Yeah.
Yep, Carter Lewis. Yeah, he made several big plays. So, well, very good. We always appreciate you coming. Next week we'll bring who?
Velda.
Velda's coming.
Yeah,
All right.
she's wonderful. You're going to love her. I'm not going to be able to make it, so she's going to be here and talk about the student branches.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you, ma'am, as always.
Thank you.
Yeah, get you
Appreciate
some
it.
lunch. Yep, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Tommy said he wants to talk a little bit about the game and the hit and all that coming up right after this from Greg Mobbin of Valvoline Express Care and the Tom Taylor Sports. U-Haul, Valvoline Express Care. You've been moving a lot of U-Haul. Tell us about
Moving
it.
a lot of U-Haul. The biggest recommendation I could say if you want a U-Haul truck is make a reservation. We probably had 30-some trucks on the lot a month ago. This weekend, we rented completely out. I talked to the guy at the Johnson City store this morning. He rented completely out. If you need a truck and you're planning to move, make a reservation. You can call me here. You can call the 1-800 number. But make a reservation. Let's make sure I can get that truck for you. We've got anything from a 10, 15, 20, 26-foot truck. And I can get any of those, but we need to know you're coming at this point. We are so busy with that kind of need to know you're coming.
Yep. Phone number to call you is?
423 543-8975.
He never calls it 8975. Now, inside the lobby here at Valvoline Express Care on Railroad Street in Elizabeth, where we are, you have all the things you need to make a move. Tell us about it.
We've got it. We add something almost every week. We've got peanuts, bubble wrap. Obviously, we've got appliance dollies, regular dollies, tape, mattress bags. That's something new. TV boxes. We've sold a ton of TV boxes, believe it or not. If you got to move, TVs are expensive. We got the boxes to put it in. I think I've sold both large, but I've got 2 medium. But boxes, all kinds of boxes. Boxes, tape, you name it, we got it.
Small box, medium box, large box, TV boxes. Again, the small bubble wrap over there in the sheets. They got come in the bags of the packing peanuts.
That's it.
Masking tape, shoulder dollies, appliance dollies, utility dollies. Got it all full service. When you come here, you don't just get the truck or whatever you need. Have all the accessories to go with it as well. Here's a glass pack kit to pack your glasses to make sure they don't
Sold
get busted.
one of those yesterday.
Picture pack as well, the putting pictures in so they don't get busted in the glass. We got to move them either across town or cross country. Either way,
That's it.
the way to do it is call this number 543-8975.
That's it.
There you go.
That's it. You're better than me.
Yeah.
Make a reservation. We'll make it happen for you.
Folks won't believe the summer of 2022 how many folks are moving in here, would they?
Oh my goodness! You know, we'll talk about oil changing. We got we're on the top 25 growth store with the Quick Lube.
Really?
You know, that's in the nation. That just tells you people are moving in here. Obviously, they're moving in with the U-Hauls, but you know, it affects. I think all small businesses, support small business.
Yep.
But yeah, we're one of the top 25 growth stores, and that's all their stores. So
That's awesome.
This area.
That is awesome.
So,
Social media, how do we find you?
Valvoline Express Care or U-Haul is just uhaul.com.
Yep. And the phone number is the key. 543-8975 is the number to call. One of our great sponsors making it happen here, the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. My buddy Greg Maupin right here, Valvoline Express Care and U-Haul. Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, look who stopped by, our buddy Tommy Tipton. We're selling some peach milkshakes, aren't we, Chief?
We're selling them.
Yeah.
We're selling them.
Yeah.
And I saw a snippet. I'm not for sure, but there may be a new fall milkshake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some kind of autumn flavor. Autumn's not a flavor, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Something fall.
Autumn themed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming out. So I didn't read about it. Like I said, I just saw like a headline or something. So there may be something new. We'll share next week. We'll find out and share next week or next show.
Yep.
What's going on.
Let's see. Hello, Carrie Reed. Sat beside her at the ball game on Saturday. She's a jewel, I tell you. She is I pray for her husband. She's a crackerjack. And I'm saying that jokingly. They're a great family.
Yeah.
Hello, Baker. Junior Campbell, YouTube's not on yet. We had a glitch this morning. We're working through it. So, you know, when I got up, my IT guy, he does everything for me. And that's good, except when it doesn't go right.
Right.
He's not anywhere I can't. I mean, he's in a meeting and I can't get to him. So, YouTube is not jacked up, but we're going to try and get it on the internet. But we are obviously on Facebook, and that's okay too. We'll do the best we can. Something's better than nothing. So we roll into the game. First off, thanks, hospitality extraordinaire. The press box media folks were treated at Chick-fil-A Friday night. Thank you.
Absolutely. We're glad to do it.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually got some this time. Normally I don't. I actually got a chance to get over and get a little bit. It's good stuff.
You know, I just remembered I was supposed to bring you mac and cheese.
Yeah, but you didn't. That's all right.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Maybe if I bring it, we'll win.
September 16th is the next one. Just
We got
circle
3
the date.
weeks.
Yeah. Off this weekend and trips to Greenville, trips to Daniel Boone. So,
Yeah.
all right, so you were there. The hit, everybody's talking about it. It's unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and tell you my thought on it, and I'm going to get your take on it. But Kellen Hensley, young man who made the hit, was it malicious or was it not malicious? I have no clue. Everybody says, "What do you think he did on purpose?" I don't know. The only one who can answer that's him. So, and you know that he has to answer that, not me. It was an unfortunate scenario. The TSSAA has to just step in and do something because here's what I want. I want going forward to have something in place to discourage what happened because it could, to the officials' credit, it could have got real ugly real quick. But both coaches and staffs got out on the field, pulled these kids away. It's a big rivalry game. The adrenaline's flowing. They're 16, 17-year-old hormonally charged boys. We know that, or 18-year-old. That's just part of it. We get that. They're high school football players. Yeah. So understand that. But I thought the coaches and the referees, once the skirmish began of the fight, what do you want to call it? I don't think it's really a fight. I've been in a fight. That wasn't a fight. But a skirmish or a scuffle, A what?
A tussle.
A tussle or a scuffle. But anyway, I thought the coaches on both sides, to their credit, Science Hill's coaches came running across, started dragging their kids away. And then the other part was the officials got everybody cooled down. And in fact, I said on there, if they don't get it turned, if they don't fix it here, there's going to be this kind of situation all night long. And it wasn't. To the officials' credit and the coaching staffs, no more problems. That could have been a boiling pot of all kinds of trouble, and it wasn't. So I credit the coaching staff of Science Hill, the coaching staff of Elizabeth, and the officials to keep everything in check and went on and played the ball game. Science Hill had a heck of a defense. They throttled our offense and won 17-7. We had some opportunities, of course. So that's my take on the hit. I'll have more to say about it here in a little while, but, Forrest Holt's going to be here in a little while to talk about it. I'm also going to talk to Sam Haney, one of the members of the coaching staff from Science Hill, on the phone to get his take on it. So we're going to get both sides of the equation. What did Tommy Tipton think?
I'm the same boat you are in a lot of ways. I think one thing that probably bothers me the most is I coached both of those kids when they were younger. We had Coach Pitch team that they were teammates. Cade was a shortstop, Kellen was a third baseman, and then we did that for 2 years. They had Little League. I had them both on my Little League team. I'm trying to think of what else. They played, junior Pee Wee football together. So they know each other,
Yeah.
They've known each other for a long, long time. Obviously, Kellen relocated to Science Hill, I think his 8th grade year, maybe going into his freshman year. So, he's a topper. I get it. You're not a Cyclone anymore. But I tell you what, the tough thing for me is the rivalry's great, but the respect is gone. And if you don't respect your opponents,
Good point.
and them as people and human beings, I was at the DTSU game in, I think, 88 when the guy got paralyzed.
I was calling that
You were
game.
calling that game. I mean, we talked about that before.
Mark Bonaconi.
Yeah.
Yeah, got paralyzed over DTSU. Herman
And
Jenkins hit him.
that was a football play. That, from what I remember, that was a long time ago, but that wasn't a malicious hit. What could have happened there with that hit, it could have changed Cade's life forever.
Oh,
over what?
absolutely.
Over what?
Yeah.
Malicious? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was a beeline to Cade and hit him.
Yeah.
And I don't want to mince words or, lead people in the wrong direction. But that's a tough thing for me to watch. From what I said earlier about knowing those kids for basically 11 years. I don't know Kellen anymore because he's not around, but I knew what kind of kid he was. I called him Little Babe. I loved him. He was one of my favorite kids that I ever coached. And so anyway, saying that, I don't know if it was malicious, if it was, just a football play that he just kind of lost his mind and was being a football player. It's just hard. It's hard to know. But I do know one thing: social media ramped that game up. Those Barstool Sports, the trash talking that goes on social media.
I don't even read it.
That's where the gap is. That's where the
Don't even
miss
read it.
is with young people and those players talking trash to each other. It's not healthy. Obviously, it turned violent Friday night. I think TWA, the schools, coaches, something's got to be done about the way they talk to each other on social media.
See, I don't even.
It's a train wreck. It's
Everybody
a mess.
asks me, so you see, I don't even get on there.
People ask me, did you see what so-and-so said and this and that, and it's.
I don't get on there. I'm not
I know one
interested.
thing: if the people that I saw make comments on there, I wouldn't hire them to work at Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
because of 5 years from now because of what they did.
Yeah.
That's all about character.
Yeah.
And there was no character Friday night in that football game.
Don't even read them, folks. Let's see what some of the folks are saying here. Let's see. If it was my kid, I saw signs because I would have been in jail. Okay. My other kids are happy to have Chick-fil-A at the game Friday night, Kerry Reed said. Okay, Susan Alcanter, thank you for that. Bethany Walzer said, I hope the Science Silk player has to sit out some games this season. He may, I don't know. Forrest going to be here in a little while to talk about it. Look, football is a physical game.
Yep.
I mean, it's physicality to the nth degree. We know that. And they are taught to hit and deliver hits and ring their bell. I mean, that's what, you go through the tackling drills and all that. I get all that. I've been around football all my life, either playing it or calling it, so I get it. It's a violent game, I guess, what you call violent. It is certainly a physical game. So the hits and the blows that you take in a football game is certainly understandable. And the rest of the night, they were both teams are laying some hits on these guys. And they're supposed to. It's a big rivalry. As I said, they're hormonally charged 16, 17, 8-year-old boys. They're jacked up because of the game they're playing to begin with. It's football. Number two, it's either if you're on Science Hill's team, it's Elizabethton. If you're over on the Cyclone side, it's Science Hill. So I get all that. You know, all the formula's there for a rock'em sock'em football game. When I saw that happen and they called the game, I thought, if that was my kid, my heart would have went down to my. I mean, I'm thinking, when I saw him standing on the sideline later in the game, he had his pads off, still had his black shirt on and his football pants on, and he had a bag of ice up around his face for the obvious reason. I thought, you talking about the grace of the good Lord. And that kid could have Cade Russell could have really been hurt. And you're right, I called that game when Mark Bonicani got paralyzed. Mm-hmm. And they stopped the game over there with Herman Jacobs, who made the hit. And if you talk to Herman to this day, it still impacts him.
Yep. I saw something not too long ago about that.
Yeah, I mean, it still gets to him because of what he did to Mark Bonicani. So, of course, he got paralyzed. It's a totally different thing. But what I'm saying is that's what could have happened. I mean, it could have been, let me back up and say, it could have been a whole lot worse, the outcome for Cade Russell. I'm just thankful to the good Lord that he didn't get hurt. And the fact he could stand on the sideline after the game, I thought, this kid's going to the hospital. He's on a stretcher because he got laid out. But of course, he's tough like his mother. You know his mother, so.
Yes.
His dad's going to go, we'll kill you. He's tough like his mama. So, and his older brother is Corey. Everybody knows the history of Corey Russell and Elizabeth and the great kid that retired his jersey. So, you know, he's a tough kid. But, again, all that to be said, something's got to be done to make sure going forward. I don't know what you do to Kellen Hensley. That's up to TSSAA. But you got to put something in place going forward, starting this Friday night by the TSSAA, that this can't happen anywhere else in Tennessee on the football field, because the next time it happens, the kid the outcome may not be as good as it was, and it's not good. He's got a broken nose and chipped teeth. I mean, it's bad. It could have been a whole lot worse. So, for me, Tom Taylor says you got to put something in place, TSSAA, to make sure this doesn't happen again. I don't know what you do. They pay those guys, three numbers down there. They pay them big bucks in Lebanon to make these decisions, but they've got to do it. They've got to come up with something to say, if it happens again, here's what we're going to do, and make it very, very severe, because, that could, as you said, and you're right, it could have been a life-threatening situation for Cade Russell, and for that matter, for Hensley. If you hit him the right way, he could have got hurt, too.
He could have snapped his neck.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So, is it a football game? People are going to be hitting each other? Yeah, but what happened there, I think, went beyond that, and so, for my money, I don't know what you do to the kid. I don't know. Forrest will probably know when he gets here, the athletic director, but from Elizabeth's going to be here in a little while to talk about it. But for me, going forward this Friday night, of course, Elizabethton's off, but this Friday night going forward, TSSAA ought to come out with something with a lot of teeth in it, quote unquote, and say, okay, if this happens again, this is going to be a very severe penalty for the person who did it.
I looked at TSSAA rules. Football games are 1 suspension. All other sports ejections are 2 games, I think, in whatever sport it is. Football has the most lenient ejection policy. I guess because it, like the fumble when Mason Ball jumped on it, the quarterback got snapped over his head. He went after the ball, and they called a targeting penalty on him on a loose ball. It was a fumble.
Yeah.
They did that right after that other call. So that was a bad call.
Yeah.
So I guess they're protecting the players a little bit from bad referees making targeting calls that really shouldn't be a targeting call. It's a tough spot. It's a tough situation. I think if you're going to get ejected, it should be just like any other sport.
Yeah.
2 games, 3 games, whatever that is. But a malicious hit that, from what I've heard more than one people say, it was an assault. Somebody told me I would file assault charges.
Yeah, that's by definition.
That's a little over the top, but that's the impact that has. It's just,
Now, let's see what we got here. His daddy's weighing in on. Thank you, sir. Kate is fine. We need to put this behind us and focus on football. Time to get back to work. He's right.
Yep.
Keith Russell also, this is Kate's daddy, says he does not have chipped teeth. Is going today to see about the nose. 5 will be back. Well, I guarantee it.
Yep.
Because he's tough like his mama. He will be back.
That's exactly right. And I'm with Keith, just FYI out there, if you haven't seen Emily's face, and Keith, he copied it too. People are setting up GoFundMe pages for dental work for Cade. You know, from what they say, he doesn't need any dental work, so don't donate to these bogus GoFundMe pages either. So hopefully we'll find out who set those up and nail those suckers too.
Yeah.
But I'm with Keith. Let's play ball.
Yep. So let's step back and look at the game. 17-7. I said when we went on there at the pregame show, Coach Pros and I said, look, for me, I know what's going to happen. It's going to be a sloppy game. You got all these kids graduated. Bryson Rollins graduates quarterback Cyclones. Jackson Diamond graduated Science Hill. So your two main guys on the offense are both graduating, gone. Got all these different Connor Johnson's going, all these different holes to fill on the offensive line. I mean, across the entire football team on both Elizabeth and Science Hill. So for me, it was a game of growing pains. Both of these teams, in particular Elizabeth is the one I call for, very sloppy, a lot of mistakes, a lot of young people in there playing the first time in a Friday night lights in a big game like Science Hill. They messed up. They didn't do right. Coach Witten will tell you that. Coach Carter will tell you his kids didn't play very well. I mean, he had 20-some penalties. I mean, it seemed like every time we got going, there's a penalty flag. And so, you know, it was a sloppily played football game. But then I talked to other teams, and I read the stats of other games on Friday night. And all these teams, it's a first night game. They all had a lot of penalties, a lot of mistakes, drop balls, fumbles, interceptions. You know, and the biggest increase, any coach will tell you this, the biggest increase of a team is from the first game to the second game as far as getting better. So we're off this week. I anticipate going to Greenville getting better. Coach Witten will see to that. Coach Carter's got to get ready for Science Hill to play Anderson County. So, you know, I promise you, Elizabeth's in the rearview mirror for Science Hill. They're getting ready for Anderson County. Oh, that's what you got to do.
That's exactly right.
So, and Keith Russell's right. Let's get back to work. But, you know, it is the talk of the town. And, you know, I just thank the good Lord for his grace. You know, his mercy, he keeps us from what we do deserve. In his grace, he gives us what we don't deserve. And so he gave Cade Russell, a lot of grace, because he could be really, really tore up right now. And he's not. So 17-7. We reload and head off again after a week off to take on the Greenville Green Devils. Had a big win over Knox Central. Anderson County will be Science Hill's next opponent. We'll run down the schedule here in a minute. So I thought our defense did amazing. They were out there a lot. Yep, they were.
With some injuries, too. You know, Bradley Cannon didn't even play. He didn't even dress.
Yeah.
To me, he's one of our biggest threats on defense.
Yeah. I mean, and I told Sean, I said, it's growing pains. These are mistakes that are correctable. Simply because, I mean, they were just, you know, here's you take me and you put me back here the first day, Chick-fil-A. I'm already scared to death because I don't know what I'm doing. And then you have, just case in point, 4 buses pull in, and you're crawling over people, and I'm like, rut-row. And that's what this was. This was the big game on the big stage for a lot of these kids playing the first game both sides of the football, and they made a lot of mistakes. And here's the thing you got to remember. They're 15, 16, 17-year-old boys, period, end of story. These boys ain't the NFL. They're going to make mistakes. That's the way it is, and that's what we saw it. It was glaring that both teams were green as grass in some areas. So
that last group that was in there, Cole Morgenstern, you know, that class to Bryson's class, that's a special group of young men that they had.
Yeah.
And they played for each other. And I think that's part of what Elizabethans got to do. They got to play for each other. They got to have each other's back.
Yeah.
And they'll get through it.
Judy Potter says, kudo, guys. Everyone needs to remember this is still high school football. It is.
Yep.
These guys are high
These are
schoolers.
kids. These are
They're
kids.
kids. Lord have mercy. They're kids.
Yeah.
Do you think they want to drop that football tonight? Do you think he wanted that punt block, but Mason Williams wanted to block? No. You think Dry Grip wanted to throw an interception? No. They're 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. I said this Friday after my Food City show before we went up there and got ready for the ball game. And I said Friday at 1 o'clock on my show, if you go back and watch it, I said it's just a game. Got a friend of mine whose husband, 50 years old, went to sleep on Thursday night, didn't wake up Friday morning. It is a football game, pure and simple. I'm just, win or lose or draw, I'm glad Cade Russell's okay.
Absolutely.
I'm glad Kellen Hensley's okay, because he could have gotten hurt too. The kid had made the hit. We saw that with Jacobs and Bonacani.
Yep.
The receiver, remember Darryl Stingley got paralyzed with the Raiders?
Yep.
I mean, so it could have been bad for both guys. So game's over. The trophy gets to John City this year. We get ready to fix our mistakes, get ready for Greenville. They get ready for Anderson County, and the train rolls on.
Well, you know, this year I think Elizabethton has to regroup,
Yeah.
and know that those guys are gone, and they got to get out there and want it. They got to get hungry.
Yeah.
I didn't look like they didn't look like they were hungry Friday night.
I know they were. The lights are on, and I don't know if they were big-eyed. I'm not down there with them, but it was obvious that these guys are green, and it's
Yeah.
they'll get better as,
Yeah.
as the season goes on. It's real
Yep.
simple.
It's going to be fun to watch the growth.
Yeah, it's the butterfly in the cocoon. You'll
Yeah.
see the metamorphosis of this
Yeah.
football team, and if anybody can get them turned around, it'll be Sean Whitten and his coaching staff. We got a JV game tonight, 6:00. Airtime about 5:50. We'll probably promote a little Chick-fil-A during that show. So the peach milkshakes are still here. There's an autumn-flavored milkshake, kind of a fall-flavored milkshake coming, you think?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
That's cool.
I got to look it up.
Yeah, I'd love to know that. I mean, it's probably got pumpkin in it somehow.
May have.
Yeah, pumpkin spice or something like.
Yeah.
I'm all about pumpkins. So pumpkins, back home we couldn't.
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins. We didn't say pumpkins. A pumpkin pie.
That's what we call people big head, pumpkin heads.
297-1266 is the number to call. So that number will get you if you need something catered, you need something delivered. Tell us about the delivery from Chick-fil-A.
We catering delivery. We don't do the DoorDash kind of stuff delivery, but DoorDash does do it for us. So if you're at the office and need a lunch, holler at DoorDash or Uber Eats. But yeah, catering wise, come get your nugget trays. Order 20 sandwiches for a tailgate party, or iced tea, lemonade, cookies, brownies. You can do a combo platter with cookies and brownies. Salads. We've got cool wraps. A lot of different items you can use for your tailgate parties. And folks, high school football's in the air, but college football's right around the corner.
Yeah.
That's what I love on Saturdays.
Oh yeah.
The big game's coming. So download the app, order food on your app, earn points, get free food, free treats. I send stuff out all the time. People that have the app, so you get free sandwiches. In the winter, I might send out some soup or whatever, milkshakes, cookies. A lot of different things we'll send out for free just because you have the app. So be sure to download the app and start using it. Scan it in our store first when you download it, and we'll get some free goodies for you.
Yeah. Looking
Or
for
do
help.
some giveaways too. We can still got some of those coolers.
Yeah.
Those soft-sided coolers.
Oh, those are good.
I don't have my mug with me, but the 30-ounce tumbler mugs
Oh,
with
those
Chick-fil-A
are nice.
logo on them.
Yep.
So download that stuff and listen to Tom Taylor and win some stuff this fall too.
We'll give some stuff
we'll
away.
do some giveaways, absolutely.
Yeah, give some stuff away.
I drive
So,
through and look for our drive-through to be hopefully finished by the 8th of September. I know it looks finished now, but we got a canopy coming on the ordering side and the pickup side on the window. Hopefully in the next few weeks it'll be installed, and we'll be able to serve the drive-through customers a lot faster than we have been.
It's awesome. Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So today be a good day to come in and get one of them grilled meals. The grilled chicken, number 6, number 5, number 6, grilled nuggets, number 7, the grilled chicken club, number 8. I'm so glad I can still read that up here. Grilled chicken cool wrap. That's a fur piece away for me.
It is.
I can read it. Can you read it?
I can read the
course
big
you-
print. No, I'm in the glasses. I'm in the readers finally. 49 years old. I'm finally in the readers.
There you go.
I made it a long time though.
And the salads, the Cobb, the Market, and the spicy Southwest salads. So,
We'll get you a Cobb salad with avocado lime ranch dressing.
yeah.
It's delicious.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
You turn me on to the number 5, the grilled chicken,
Yep.
Colby Jack cheese, and throw on some of the honey barbecue,
honey roasted barbecue sauce.
honey roasted barbecue sauce. Oh, he's got me turned on the Sunjoy
That's like
now, too.
that's like going through a baptism. eating
Oh,
honey
it's like a
roasted barbecue sauce.
religious experience.
It is.
So, and here's what I did the other day. I took some of that honey roasted barbecue sauce and slathered my mac and cheese with it.
Ooh.
That's good. Oh, yeah, that's good.
As the kids say, that hits different.
And as Andy Griffin said, that's mighty fine.
Mighty
That's good.
fine.
Oh, yeah. So, I always appreciate you, sir.
Thanks, Tom.
Back here on Wednesday, too. We're here twice this week. We do 2 weeks in Johnson City on Wednesdays and 2 weeks here. But every Monday, we're here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. And coming up, we're going to be joined by Forrest Hall, the athletic director from Elizabeth. And let's see what's going on. And I appreciate Keith Russell. The daddy says, we got to get back playing football. My kid's okay. He got banged up, but we're going to get back at it, and we're going to truck on here. And I like his approach. So
Yep. Keith Russell's a no excuse. Let's play ball.
that's it. You seen Keith Russell? You know Keith Russell.
I know Keith. I've known him for a long time.
And his brother. Whew.
Yes.
Them big boys.
You don't want to meet
No.
them in a dark alley and
No.
them be mad at you.
No.
They'd be your best friend though too.
They are. They're
Great
good
people.
peeps. Yep, they are good peeps.
Yeah.
Keith Russell always has good things to say about about our broadcast. I always appreciate that when Corey's playing now, when Kate's playing. So, and
The boys are in Maryville. We got some boys down in Maryville getting ready to
Maryville
play.
College.
Yep.
Yeah. Bryson Rollins working his way being the starting quarterback in Maryville College.
Yep.
And not surprised. Not surprised. Quick break. We'll be right back. Take a look at Major League Baseball next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, Physical Therapy Services Balance Center, something brand spanking new you're very excited about. Tell us about it.
Oh, very excited. It's a new joint venture that we have with Dr. Schumeyer in Johnson City, where basically the audiologists are doing the specialized testing for vertigo and vertigo issues. And basically that testing is then interpreted, and then as a PT, then we come in and then do the specialized treatment for it. All our therapists have been certified through the American Institute of Balance in Tampa, Florida. They're world-renowned balance experts. So basically anyone that has vertigo or dizziness, most people over the age of 65, I think there's a 70% chance that you will at least experience vertigo once in your lifetime. Of that, most of those people that experience vertigo, they'll actually have a second episode. About half of those will have a second episode. Falls are a big problem for our elderly population, and it keeps them from doing what they want to do. So the Balance Center is designed to help those people get over that fear of falling, to fix that inner ear issues. And you got to be careful with where you go. You got to make sure that the people that are doing the balance stuff actually know what they're doing, because it's very easy to screw things up if you do the wrong treatment in the wrong order.
Exciting news. So how can we find out more about this on social media?
Look us up on Facebook, Physical Therapy Services PA, or Physical Therapy Services in Elizabethton. You can also call us 423-543-0073 in Elizabethton, or email us at ptsstaff@yahoo.com with any questions that you have. If we can't get you better, we'll put you in touch with the people that can.
A new program, new concept called the Balance Center. Check it out on social media. Again, Physical Therapy Services, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Forrest Holt joins us coming up for a little while, the athletic director from Elizabeth, and also Sam Haney from the Science Hill coaching staff. He'll join us a little bit later on. Let's see. Yep, Cam's okay. He's at therapy. We'll have MRI scheduled to see how severe the MCL is, so prayers for a fast recovery. Yep. So he got banged up on Friday night. That would be Cam number 4. He got rolled over on a believes what happened, from what we can tell from our vantage point. So, man, it was a hard game to call, because you got going, you get a little momentum in the broadcast booth, then you had a penalty. And it's like, go forward, penalty. And you get rolling, calling the game, get a little rhythm going, penalty. At 20, I forget the number, 20-some penalties in the ball game. Way too many, but it was the opening night. And those were all correctable mistakes on both sides of the football, in my humble opinion. Been at this a while, so I saw a bunch of kids grow up Friday night under the lights in a big game. Record crowd, I was told. We'll let Forrest confirm that when he gets here in a few minutes, but I was told it was a record crowd on Friday night by some folks that would know that. So, anyway, we're pretty excited because by the 16th, we've got Ronnie Brookshire doing some really cool things. We're getting ready to have a 3-camera angle broadcast for you. They're doing the school's doing some incredibly cool things to bring you a better broadcast, audio and video, or audio and camera wise, coming up again on the 16th, the next home game. So we're very excited about that. Ronnie was here this weekend installing fiber optic lines and cameras, and it's going to be really, really good. And I'm blessed beyond words. They're going to use our broadcast to do that. So Coach Presel and I will be back ready to go on the 16th, and our road games will be Coach Van Huss, our superintendent. You all know him as superintendent, I guess. Most of us around the program know him as Coach Richard Van Huss. So anyway, he's our color commentator on the road, and we're off this Friday night. And the next Friday night, we'll travel down to Greenville to battle the Greenville Green Devils. So that's ways off, but that's our schedule coming up. Now, tonight, JV football, Cyclones and Science Hill kick off at 6. We're going there at 5:50 with the broadcast. Tomorrow night, we have T.A. Duggar volleyball taking on Greenville. Wednesday is church night at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. Hope you would come by if you don't have a church home and hang out with us. We do games. We'd love to have your kids back here in the gym, in the fellowship hall, the Family Life Center, rather, to do the games with. Thursday, where am I at? Thursday, I've got, they're running together. Volleyball, Unicoi County volleyball here against the Lady Cyclones varsity. So that's what's got it coming up this week. JV football tonight, T.A. Duggar volleyball tomorrow night, Cyclone varsity volleyball on Thursday night. So we're We're trying to bring a lot of different things to you. Ronnie is a Cyclone. Yep. So, anyway, appreciate that very much. Let's take a look, see what's going on in Major League Baseball from yesterday. It was the Braves getting beat 5-4. The Reds won over Pittsburgh 9-5. Other winners, first off, Chicago, Cleveland got postponed. Other winners, the Yankees, the Mets, the Tigers, Tampa Bay, Texas, Milwaukee, San Francisco, Oakland, the Dodgers, and San Diego. And also winners yesterday were the Cardinals. They were red hot. And Baltimore, of all teams, Baltimore is in the hunt for a wild card spot. Baltimore wins 5-3 over the slumping and I wouldn't say lowly, but very, very struggling, to say the least, Boston Red Sox team right now. Today, who you got going on? Who do you got going on? That's not good English. Who is playing where? How about that? Tonight, you've got Atlanta and Pittsburgh. Again, Odorizzi will be on the mound for the Braves in Pittsburgh, 7:05 first pitch at PNC Park. Our other regional team, the Reds in Philadelphia, to battle Noah Syndergaard and the Philadelphia Phillies, who are red hot right now. White Sox in Kansas City. The Mets and Yankees play Subway Series tonight at Yankee Stadium. That's a big one for Braves fans to be paying attention to. The Angels will be in Tampa Bay. Texas and Minnesota. The Cardinals are red hot. Cardinals, how hard are they? They won 7 in a row. They'll be in Chicago to battle the Cubbies, their big rival. Miami and Oakland, and the Dodgers hosting Milwaukee. The Dodger Stadium is Chavez Ravine in Los Angeles, California. Love saying Chavez Ravine. All right, the standings in the pennant races. In the National League in the East, the Mets lead the Braves by 4. The Mets have won 6 out of 10. The Braves have won 8 out of 10. In the Central, Cardinals now lead the Milwaukee Brewers by 5 because the Cardinals have won 7 in a row. The wild card teams right now in this order will be Atlanta, San Diego, and Philadelphia. A lot of baseball to be played yet, but that's the 3 right now. In the American League, the pennant races to talk about in the East, the Yankees down to 8. They've lost 7 out of 10. Tampa Bay and Toronto are both only 8 games back. They have both been hot. Tampa Bay's won 7 out of 10, and Toronto is 5-5 in their last 10 games. In the American League Central, Cleveland, winners of 6 out of the last 10, lead Minnesota by a game and a half, and the White Sox are 2.5 back, but they're hot. They've won 6 out of their 10, last 10 rather. And then the 3 teams in the wild card race in the American League: Tampa Bay, Toronto, and the Seattle Mariners. Let's look at Major League Baseball here on this Monday, April the 22nd. College football, Tennessee, how about it? Southern Cal says it is not standing in the way of former wide receiver Brew McCoy's quest to become eligible for the college football season at Tennessee. Southern Cal said it promptly responded to every request from Tennessee related to McCoy's eligibility. He entered the transfer portal in January, committed to Tennessee in May. He's been practicing with the team as he waits on his eligibility decision from the NCAA. Tennessee coach Josh Heupel said on Friday the school's administration has done everything they possibly can to resolve McCoy's situation. Southern Cal's willingness to cooperate had been in doubt following the end of McCoy's time there. So there are some things that are out of my control, Brew's control, and administration's control in this process. So trying to get the NCAA to get him eligible, ready to go. So, again, he played only 1 season at Southern Cal, got 21 catches for a couple of touchdowns, so he's now a Tennessee Vol, trying to get him eligible, ready to go, and I don't think that's quite been done as of yet. All right, he's here. We're not going to tear. You're going to get him in. By the way, the NASCAR race yesterday won by Kyle Larson, outdueled his teammate Chase Elliott to win it at Watkins Glen, so you're down to still Blaney and Truex to get that final spot heading into the final race of the regular season, Daytona, coming up this weekend. We have with my formerly nicotine-stained fingers, as the late Rush Limbaugh would say, the rosters for Science Hill, and we'll get the roster from the Cyclones tonight. We've got Cyclone JV football coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. By the way, we had a blast on Saturday. Was that not cool? I hope you can go back and watch it. The Junior Cyclones, we had the Grass Cutters of Brian Jenkins. We had the Junior Pee-wees of Scotty Baker and the Junior Pee-wees of Sean Witten. Everybody won on Saturday. Those little kids played their hearts out, man. They just get after it. It's so fun, especially the Mighty Mites. They got there a little early, watched some of the Mighty Mites. Some little legs, little 5- and 6-year-old guys buzzing out through there. And, of course, to them, it's a Super Bowl. It's a cool thing. I mean, the whole thing's cool. The cheerleaders had scads of cheerleaders over there cheering. The weather was perfect. And so a big thank you. We had over 2,000 views just for Junior Cyclone Sports. Thank you for that. Friday night, we're pushing. It makes it sound like I'm bragging, and I'm not. I'm just very humbled that we have over 10,000 views, working up to the 10,000 view mark. Let me show you. I want to tell you this real quick. This is what I'm most proud of. We'll go to the break. Coach Holt's here. and you don't want to hear from me. You want to hear from him. So, and I will say this: we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on the hit. We may touch on it, but we got a big week of Cyclone athletics. Keith Russell said it best. Let's get back to playing football. My kid's okay. He got banged up. Of course, Keith Russell's one of the classiest guys in the world. He and his mama, and his wife, Kate's mama. So, but we'll talk about it a little bit. Sam Haney's going to join us, one of the coaches from the Science Hill coaching staff. I tell you what, Science Hill's got a good football team. Their defense can drop the hammer on you. They were flying around. Their defense was really stout. And so we made some, first game mistakes, but Science Hill's defense had a lot to do about that. So you got to give props. They played very well for their opening night. Our defense played very well. Both offenses really, I thought, with the exception of Micah Dukes, young, big old bruising running back, I thought Science Hill's offense sputtered a bit. They got it done. They got 17 points, but, they sputtered. I thought our defense was pretty good. Our offense sputtered. Obviously, we had a lot of young kids on the offensive side of the football. As I told Coach Whitten Saturday, folks, it's called growing pains, and all the mistakes are correctable. So, and remember, as I told you Friday when I went off there, a friend of mine's husband went to bed Thursday night. He's 50 years old, didn't wake up. That happened on Thursday. You think they care about a football game now? No, she's devastated. Her husband didn't wake up. So it's a football game involving 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, period. End of story. Some folks make sports, sports is supposed to be one spoke in the wheel of life. Some folks make sports the spoke in the wheel of life. No. All right, Friday night. This is pretty cool. This is what I like. Tennessee, people on the tablet Friday night said they were watching, of course, here in Tennessee, Florida, California, North Carolina, West Virginia, Nevada, Minnesota, Georgia, Colorado, Ohio, and Texas. Had folks in those states saying, hey, we're watching or listening in Las Vegas and Fresno, California, all over the place, Columbus, Ohio. So why are you saying that? Because I'm very proud of the product we put out, and I'm tickled pink that people will take their time on a Friday night. Now, you think about everything going on that folks could be dialed into, and on Friday night, somebody in Minnesota is watching our ball game. There's probably a lot more going on in Minnesota Friday night than Elizabeth and Tennessee football game. So I'm very humble beyond words that people would listen and watch. All right, he's here, the AD of said school. He's going to join us right at school. Back up home, my grandma used to say, you want to go to school? She couldn't say school. Grandma said, it's school. It's what I want to say it is. It's school. I said, yes, ma'am. She made brownies. We didn't argue with her because you made her mad she wouldn't make you brownies. We'll take a break. Coach Holt's here with us. We'll talk a little Cyclone Sports next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursinghome.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Hi, this is Mandy Lewis with Mary Kay Cosmetics. Did you know we can quickly and conveniently deliver Mary Kay products directly to you? We offer easy-to-do home and office delivery. Avoid standing in a line for your skincare products when Mary Kay can ship them right to your door through the customer delivery service. Find out today how we can ship the hundreds of quality Mary Kay products right to your door. Contact me today at marykay.com/mlewis10377. That's marykay.com/mlewis10377.
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Thank you, Mandy. Have you ever had banana pudding with Nutter Butters in it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, baby.
My dad's favorite dessert in the world is banana pudding.
Well,
So we've eaten a lot of banana pudding, but I've never had it like with Nutter Butters.
she put Nutter Butter cookies in it.
Mhm.
You talking about smoking good. Banana pudding?
Yeah.
Like a bulldog break his chain. That's good stuff there now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So,
I like that. Yeah.
oh, yeah. That's good stuff. And her
Of course,
little,
if I'm a bulldog, I'm breaking my chain. I eat it every day because I like everything.
there you go. We do like everything, especially Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to have some.
You're about to get some because you're one of my guests. All of our guests get complimentary. Let me say that, too, about Tommy. You didn't have to do that. Everybody comes on this show has the option, and most of them do. Why would you not? Free Chick-fil-A food, but he gets Chick-fil-A food for free. All of our guests. So, what a night. Was it a record crowd Friday night?
As far as I know, since I've been at Elizabethton, it is. We had. I figured it up today.
Over
and
6?
I may be off. A few people here or there, but ticketed spectators, people working in the band, people working the gates. Both bands, both teams, both cheer squads. All the people involved. It was about 6 people shy of 6,000 people.
Wow.
So we were right, I'm saying 6,000 people were in that stadium Friday night. And, the stadium only holds, the seats only hold 3,500.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We had it packed in there.
3,500 seats. So.
I can only assume the concession stand blew it out the doors.
Concession stand sold out of drinks. They had to go back and get more drinks. They sold out of Chick-fil-A twice and sold out of Pizza Hut twice and sold out of all the other things they had. So,
Love it.
It was a great. Okay, so before I say, we
Great
don't
atmosphere.
like to lose,
Yeah.
and things happen. But those things aside, great atmosphere.
Yeah.
Great
Weather.
turnout, amazing high school football atmosphere.
Oh, it was electric.
I've not, in my lifetime, seen a better high school atmosphere for a football game.
Yeah. Had them up on the bank, setting.
You talk about, attendance, band. Man, the band comes in, I get chills.
Me too.
And they march around, and then they do the Betsy, and it just, the hairs on your arms stand up, and then the boys before that, they did their cyclone walk, and the drumline plays, and they walk in, and we take the field, and then we've got, Coach Campbell made a little stand-up toughie that you could take your picture in, put your head in the hole and take your picture as toughie there.
I didn't get one of those.
We were able to recognize Danny Smith.
Yes.
And honor Danny Smith and all he's done for us, and technically Danny continues to do because of what he started and the legacy left behind with PT Services and his family. So, we're very thankful for him and his family and what they do for our school system. And so, just great atmosphere, and we hope to have many more games like that, atmospheres like that. Except, obviously we want to win, but
there you go.
That's the only thing that could have made that any better. But again, overall, good event.
Here's the ball cap. Why'd I show this? Sports physical therapy. Danny Smith gave this to me about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Wouldn't take $1 million for that. He said, Tom, for you calling the Cyclone games, would you wear my hat? I said, Danny, does a cow give milk? I'm on it.
Yeah.
I wear it all the time. And honor Danny Smith. And they honored him as well as should have. You all did a great job. Great touch of class having his family out there in the pregame. The problem with this, we're up there doing lineups and stats. We don't always get a chance to go down and capture the audio, but we showed the picture. He was out there, and it was his family was out there, Dr. Justin and the whole crew, and Mrs. Smith. So great touch and class by you all in the athletic department to make that happen. Baker says the band was incredible. It was awesome. Goodness gracious. Science's band did a great job at halftime, too. As he said, it was a great atmosphere. The sad part about this is everybody's going to remember the hit.
Yeah.
There was probably, 35 or 40 more plays in the game, not more, probably more than that. But all I was going to remember was the hit Kellen Hensley put on Kate Russell. As I said before you got here, I'm thankful the Lord showed the grace and mercy. Neither one of those kids got hurt. Hensley could have got hurt delivering the hit. Cade could have got really messed up, even more so. He got hurt. His daddy was on there a while ago and said, let's play football. We're tired of talking about it. I get that. But it could have been a whole lot worse.
It could have been a whole lot worse. And, again, we are thankful that everybody's okay.
Yeah.
You know, and at the end of the day, that's the most important thing.
Well, and the other thing, too, as I said earlier in the show before you got here, my hat's off to the Elizabethton coaching staff, the Science Hill coaching staff, immediately got out there and pulled those kids apart. And the officials got in there and broke it all up because it could have got real ugly real quick. As I said earlier, there are 15, 16, 17-year-old hormonally charged kids playing football on a Friday night, the biggest game of the season at this point because it's opening night. And so I kept thinking if they don't get this settled down, and they did, to their credit, the officials, we could have been having fights and skirmishes all night long. We didn't. So kudos to the coaching staff. Get out there and pull these kids apart and separate them. The kids that were supposed to be suspended, or at least they thought were suspended, were. So you have sent a letter to the TSSAA on behalf of this. Is that correct?
Today we'll be sending,
Yeah.
all taking, you gotta finish everything up because, paperwork and all that. So
Cross your I's, dot your T's, right?
We gotta take
That
care
is
of
right.
that. So yeah,
That's right.
we're doing that, and everything's being taken care of as it should be. Okay, and again, like you said, I'm thankful that Cade, for all intents and purposes, okay, and we're going to move on.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue to do what we do and develop our kids and continue to support our kids and coaches moving forward.
That's all you can do.
That's all we can do. And again, it could have been worse, and we're thankful. And we love the Russell family. And let me just say, and everybody, they don't make them any tougher than the Russell boys. So, we love that family, and we're glad he's okay. So.
And you know where you got that? You know where Corey and Kate got that toughness, don't you?
Mama.
Their mama.
Yeah. That's right.
Every time I say it, Keith just grins.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's the way it is. We lose 17-7. You played it. You've coached it. Both sides were sloppy. Opening night. A lot of kids playing for the first time under the big lights, and then throw on top at Science Hill or on the other side of the field, Elizabethton. A lot of mistakes, 20-some penalties, sloppily played football games. It's hard to call, too. As I said earlier, you call a couple plays, penalty. You get in a mode, rhythm up there, me and Presnell, penalty. So, it was sloppily played. It's caused a lot of young kids make a lot of mistakes that are correctable. So both teams have to go back to work. The benefit of Elizabeth, they get a week off to fix it.
Yeah.
Some folks say
fix it, work, and again, I don't know anybody that plays the game to lose.
No.
Or likes to lose.
No.
So, but to lose, the third loss in 45 games or something, hey, that's life. I don't wake up and plan on failing today or making mistakes today, but I'm going to.
Yeah.
And you know what? I got to go to bed and wake up the next day, God willing, and give it my best shot and continue to get better. And that's what this football team is going to do. They're a young football team. They're going to go out to practice today, and they're going to get better. And the JV's going to go out and play today, and they're going to get better. And so
we get to stream it too at 6 o'clock. I can't wait.
And so you get another opportunity to go out and get better and continue to learn. And that's at the end of the day, that's a lesson for life, because each day you're going to wake up and give it another shot and do better than you did the day before.
I got a new cameraman today. Trained a new camera guy.
Who's that?
Landon Lewis.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's a smart dude.
He's a smart dude. He's a sixth grader.
Yeah.
He did it up the Junior Cyclone Saturday. I said, you want to do it Monday, the JV games? Yeah. I'm going to pay. He said, in. So,
just give him some food.
Food and some money. He
Yeah.
said, I'm in. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. 6 o'clock, we're there at 5:50. And then tomorrow we got, T.A. Duggar volleyball against Greenville. Wednesday's church night at Pleasant Beach. Thursday we've got Cyclone volleyball at home against Unicoi County, the high school. Friday we have a night off, and Saturday I think we got more junior Cyclones. So,
Oh, yeah.
It's
Junior Cyclone every Saturday until we're finished. I love it.
Let me tell you
Thank you, before you go on, thank you for, streaming and giving the play-by-play. Of course, my son played in one of those games. It was the coolest thing. I've watched it 5 times back full just to watch, and then, the coolest thing to Braden Holt play and
Number 67.
It's fun, so it's really neat, and appreciate you doing that very
You're
much.
welcome.
So.
Now, were you running the stick for him? Were you coaching for him?
I was coaching.
He was
defense,
coaching. Okay,
yeah.
I looked down a couple of times when I called his name. Old Papa Bear puffed up like a big old peacock. Going, that's my boy.
I might have done that.
You should do it. That's your son.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Folks, let me tell you, at the end of the day, it's all about relationships. Plain and simple.
Yeah, win or lose, I've had just as much fun in practice with this group. And this group that I'm coaching, it's with several coaches, and Scotty Baker, which is Cam Baker's dad, and his youngest son, Creed's on the team. And, it's a really good group of kids.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 31 kids out there, 9 and 10-year-olds, and we've had a blast in practice. The kids are positive. They're enjoying themselves. They're learning. Parents are enjoying watching them learn, and it's been great. It's just super fun. And at the end of the day, if we win them all or lose them all, or regardless, the kids, I'm gonna see these kids hopefully in 4 or 5 years up here on the JV and varsity. And I will have had a relationship with them, and I'll know them. I know their families, and that's the best part. That's the coolest part about it. So it's been a lot of fun.
Relationships, what it's all about, folks. 2 of them. Your relationship with the Lord Jesus, that's number 1, because you're going to spend eternity somewhere. You don't believe that. It's not. I'm not asking you to believe it. It's in the book. So sometimes I talk people about the church, and they say, "Well, I don't believe that." Well, it's not up for believing. It's just that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you believe it or not, that's your choice. But anyway, and the other part is relationships. What me and him. Just relationships. That is what this is all about. At the end of the day, you talk to all these football players. They'll say the relationships we built over the years, practicing day in and day out. We have relationships and friendships forever. Your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, it's all, when you get right down to it, it's all about relationships. There's Emily Kaiser. Oh, ain't she a piece of work? Getting ready to get married. Married that Blair boy out in Colonial Heights. She's in there getting some lunch. But no, am I not right?
Yeah, and I go back to when I played. I couldn't tell you about, I know there's some highlight games that I could tell you about, but I couldn't tell you the wins and losses, or recap all the games, but I can tell you who were my best buds on the team and
Sure.
coaches, and I'll never forget those things. And so again, it's the most important thing, because that's what sticks with you, and that's what matters. So
Absolutely. So this week, get a little bit of a breather. A lot of our teams
I
on
get
the
a lot
road,
of a
right?
breather. Yeah, we got JV football today, and we got volleyball at home Thursday, and then again youth football, which I look forward to tremendously on Saturday. So yeah, we get a little bit of a break here as far as hosting games. We still got a lot of stuff going on, little projects here and there, and
Soccer on the road this week.
soccer, volleyball on the road.
Yeah.
Cross country has a weight meet this Saturday. So if you.
So I've never asked anybody this. I had a kid played on my team. His dad was a coach back when I was in school, in middle school, and I never asked. So is it from a dad's perspective and from Braden's perspective, because I know you got to coach him at some point out there on the field, is it tough, gratifying, cool? How would you describe coaching your son? Because I never asked anybody that's coached their kid.
All the above.
Okay.
So it's super. It's really gratifying to just because I love coaching, and I feel like I'm a good coach. Also. So so I take great pleasure in being able to coach my son, and knowing that he's being coached the right way. And then also, I try to. It's challenging because they don't like to listen to you half the time,
Right?
Because you're your dad, their
Exactly.
dad, and you're telling them stuff all the time. So sometimes I'll have I'll say, hey coach, go tell Braden something or other. So but he's actually matured a lot this year. He listens pretty well, takes coaching a lot better this year. And then, at the end of the day, when practice is over, we may talk a little bit about practice, but then it's on to,
Homework or whatever, yeah.
Because I'm not going to hound him to death, and because at the end of the day, I want, we want to enjoy being, dad and son, and
Sure.
It's,
Relationship.
Again, I'm not going to harp on him on what he needs to fix on football. We'll fix it at the next practice, just like all the other kids. I don't go home get to coach them for the next 8 hours till they get up. And
How old is he?
He's 10.
10-year-old kid.
Yeah, I mean, it's so it's a little bit of everything, but it's great. I try to coach all the kids the same, whether they're my son or not my son, and coach Braden the same as I would the other kids, and coach the other kids the same as I was at Braden, and so that's how it's been.
Yeah. Taz says Wesley would only listen to Stacy Street, would not listen to me. See, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Last year he wouldn't listen to me at all. It's tough.
Yeah.
He's matured a little bit.
Yeah. And Dad's mellowed some, maybe.
Oh yeah. Well, I've learned. It's a learning process for me too. So.
My daddy, if he told us once, he told us 4 boys. He said, "Boys, pick your fights.
Yeah.
Pick your fights.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be on them all the time. You got to give them a little breathing room, and you got to let them fail."
I don't fail.
I don't understand that, but he's right. You got to let them. You can't catch them all the time.
And correct everything because they never learn.
That's not life. You can't catch them. You can't catch them every time. You got to let them fall.
How many times did I learn because I failed or made bad mistakes? We're going to make them, but but that's part of it. You're going to have to.
Amen.
You're going to have to learn from it, and and I'm hopefully helping him with guidance so he can either make good choices or learn from the bad choices. So.
Yeah. We're lucky to have you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Lucky to be here.
This guy's the best.
Appreciate it.
I'm telling you. Anything I need to make sure our broadcast runs smooth as silk like today, you'll have a roster up there for me, the JV roster, hard copy. I've already got the Science Hill one. Sam sent me that one. Getting ready to talk to Coach Haney here in a minute, one of the assistant coaches at Science Hill, about his football team. They're a big physical football team. You were there Friday night. They rock them and sock them. They got Anderson County this week. See, the beauty of what happened for me, this is me talking, and I don't play and I'm not a coach. I'm just a broadcaster, but Elizabeth's got a week to get everything fixed. Science Hill's got to turn right around and play Anderson County, so, which is obviously we know it's a pretty good football team, to say the least. So, they can't rest on the laurels too long because it's right back into the fire.
Nobody can. Once the season starts,
boom.
It's better. You got to get better every week.
Yeah.
Win, lose, or draw, you got to get better every week, and everybody has goals.
Getting ready to call you, sir. So
we have goals that we want to accomplish. Each team has goals they want to accomplish, and whether you won or lost last week, it's on to the next.
That's it.
It's about getting better. That's what we're going to do.
All right, get you some lunch. I guess I'll sit. You'll be up at the press box. Cameras up there.
I'll be down on the field.
But I'll see you.
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right. You're the best.
Appreciate you, man.
Best athletic director. I've told him many times, the guy, he took his place, Wes Morkel, when he was a Dobbinsman. He's now retired, lives down in South Carolina. Coach Morkel was awesome, and Coach Holt is leapfrogged over him. Not that Wes Morkel did anything wrong, but this guy, anything I need to enhance my broadcast, anything, what do you need? Here's the story, and I'm going to let you go. 2 years ago, I hope it didn't happen this year, went out to Daniel Boone. It wasn't a place for us to broadcast. It was, make a long story short, we were end up literally in the visitors' bleachers and ran an extension cord into the boys' bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. So, and every time
got kicked out a few times.
I need to write a book. Every time, everybody, and I'm calling the game, look out of the corner of my eye, and I'm watching everybody go into the boys' bathroom thinking, please, God, don't pull that out of the wall. And sure enough, some kid went, what is? Pulled it out of the wall. We scrambled out and plugged it back in, but we run an extension cord about 3 miles, seems like, from the bleachers over to the boys' bathroom at Boone. Where does he come in? Well, you boys need a canopy. He brought a canopy from home, one of those canopies you set up in the stands, so whether rain or the heat or whatever, but he put a canopy up here for us. That's what he does as an athletic director. Because you're a good guy, and I want to publicly thank you again.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
So get you. What are you gonna get? What are you gonna get to eat?
Well, it's hard to go away from my spicy chicken. That's what I get.
Wear it out.
I was here yesterday.
Saturday.
The day before.
Saturday.
I was here. I got my spicy chicken. So
yeah,
it was good.
Wear it out.
Oh yeah.
Sam Haney joins us next, one of the coaches of the Science Hill football team. We'll see what he has to say about his football team. Again, 20-some penalties, a lot of mistakes, but they won 17-7. So kudos to Science Hill. They took the trophy back this year to Johnson City. So next year, maybe a different story. We'll have to wait and see. But for this year, when it counted, it was 17-7 Science Hill. So it is that which it is. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm I'm Jasmine, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well, so there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything, cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful, and getting to see the kids and grow up with them it's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
My name is Michael Vance, Vice President of Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Advanced Heat Pump Systems has been open and providing service for over 35 years. The services we provide are installation and service of home heating and cooling systems. Our company's goal is to provide quality service for our customers. The reason you should hire Advanced Heat Pump Systems is because we offer a dependable, quality, trained technician to service your heating and air conditioning.
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Let's go to the phone. He's there, one of the assistant coaches and a dear friend. We go back a long way. Coach Sam Haney, formerly at Sullivan South. And did you do any at Westridge? You went from South to Science Hill. Did you go to Westridge? I can't remember.
I did a spring of Westridge at South before I came to Science Hill. So technically, no, I've never worked on campus at Westridge, but we coached some of those kids in the spring before they moved up to campus. So.
Yep. Talk about it Friday night. We'll get into the hit coming up here in a few minutes. But, Keith Russell, Cade's daddy, came on the show here a few minutes ago and said, so let's get it behind us. Let's play football and, what happened, which I appreciate him doing that. But we're going to address that coming up in a minute. But let's step back and look. 17-7, what was your take on the Science Hill football team? My take was your defense played lights out.
Well, we have a lot. We probably got 8 or 9 starters that are new kids this year. They're rolling in. And so we knew we had some talent on defense, and we felt like we ran well. But getting out there on Friday night and seeing how they respond under the lights, the first time we were excited on what we saw. But before the game, just kind of apprehensive on how we were going to respond. But Friday night, I felt like we ran to the ball and played well.
We did, 17-7. I thought you played very well. And, of course, the offense, I felt like both offenses sputtered at times. And again, you look at Bryson Rollins no longer there. He's playing at Maryville College. Jackson Diamond's no longer there. He's playing, I think, baseball at Walter State. So, you lose your 2 big quarterbacks. That obviously will affect the flow of your offensive unit. A lot of sloppy play. But as I said earlier in the show, Coach, I looked at some of the other teams and other games around Northeast Tennessee on Friday night. They, too, had a lot of penalties, a lot of fumbles, a lot of mistakes. So is that just kind of normal for opening night, and you add to it, both teams had a lot of new kids?
I think so, Tom. I even talked to Coach Jennings at Boone, Coach Hilton at Westridge, and some of those guys is kind of like a broken record. They say, it was a good game, but it was sloppy.
Yep.
And so I think, the offense, a lot of times this time of year is behind the defense, and then you throw in some young kids first time out. You've always got the penalties. You've got the false starts and the offsides and those kind of things. It makes the game for us fans about as smooth as we want it to go.
Yeah. Exactly. The kid I kept calling on Friday night was Baylor Necessary, number 6. I think he's number 6. I don't have it in front of me. This kid was all over the field. He really played a stout game for Science Hill's defense. And your linebackers can play. The other kid, I don't think I pronounced his name right. Uawa, is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Mua, number 34.
34, yeah. He could.
Yeah, 34.
He could play too. Offensively, how do you think Science Hill played?
Like you alluded to, a lot of penalties. We made some mistakes, but in terms of running the football, I thought our O-line, when we got off Micah Dukes,
Chester.
And we're running really hard. And the Tyler Moon made a couple big plays. Javen Chester was a name. Yeah, those kids, they were running hard. We got in the right play. At times, I thought that we showed glimpses of having the potential of having a pretty good offense.
Yep, I would agree. And, of course, everybody will tell you, you know this, you played and coached it, your biggest improvement in the football team comes from game 1 to game 2. And so I think all the mistakes Elizabeth made and all the mistakes Science Hill made, I think are correctable mistakes going into the season, going deeper into the season. What do you think?
Oh, for sure. Elizabeth is always a well-coached football team on both sides of the football. They're going to have a phenomenal year. We're going to do the best we can at cleaning some of that stuff up over here at Science Hill. And like you said, game 1 and game 2, we'll see what happens next week and just continue to improve.
Let's talk about it. It's been the buzz on social media and a lot of things. Of course, again, Keith Russell, the daddy, came on earlier in the show and left sent on the tablet on text that, he's going to be okay. He'll be back for the Greenville game, we hope. Let's get on with playing football. So, social media's blown this thing up. It was a tough hit. Give me your take on what happened with Kellen Hensley and Cade Russell on that fair catch on the punt.
Well, the first thing I want to say is Cade Russell is as good of a football player as there is in Northeast Tennessee. And obviously a very tough kid. On Science Hill's end, Kellen Hensley is one of the best kids we've got on our football team. Like I told some of the guys from Elizabeth on Friday night, it's an unfortunate situation, on what happened there. I'm not going to, comment on either side of that, but it was definitely not something that you want to see from the standpoint of somebody getting injured. A lot of times in football, I'm not throwing out there that stuff happens like it was nonchalant, because it's definitely not something that you want to see, especially to the caliber of player of Cade Russell and everything you hear out of Elizabeth and the character of that young man. But on the flip side, Kellen Hensley is a heck of a kid, one of those guys that you want your daughter to come home with. And it was just unfortunate that it took place. I don't think either coach on either side wants to be dealing with either side of that issue today.
No, you're getting ready for Anderson County, and obviously Elizabeth's going to get ready for Greenville a week after next. So I said earlier in the show, and I'm going to go back and say it again, I applaud your coaching staff. Of course, Stacy's a head dog, but your coaching staff immediately got across the field and pulled the kids away. Elizabeth and the coach did the same thing. And I thought the officials did a really, really good job of getting everything settled down. They passed out the appropriate penalties to the appropriate people, and they suffered the consequences. And so, I said on the air, I said, if they don't stop it right here, they could be little mix-ups and skirmishes the rest of the game. There wasn't. So I applaud the officials getting in there and cleaning things up as quickly as they could. Because, again, you played it. As I said earlier in the show, there's 16, 17, 18-year-old and 15-year-old hormonally charged football players on a Friday night playing football in the biggest game on the big lights. So, their emotions running high. So for the coaches, 2 coaching staffs, and the officials get in there and keep everybody calm down and pull them apart and penalize the appropriate people, I just thought I applaud them, both staffs and the officials. It could have gotten really ugly really quick, and it didn't, and I applaud you all for doing it.
Well, like you said, we know that Sean and his staff and Elizabeth is a class act.
Yeah.
Coach Carter, for years, does a good job here at Science Hill. The officials, like you said, they did what they were supposed to do.
Yep.
And from that point forward, there wasn't any chippiness from either side. It wasn't like the game was ugly for other reasons, not necessarily for the emotions of that. And like I said, unfortunate. I hate it happened. But I think that we moved on past that, and I don't wish anything but Cade luck and healing up, and that we move past this.
Yep. So I do want to go back. If you're the TSSAA, what I said earlier in the show was you got to put something in place so this doesn't happen again, because, I don't know if you were there at the time. I was there when Mark Bonacani got paralyzed, and thank God that didn't happen Friday night. But, we keep talking about Cade. Kellen Hensley could have gotten hurt just as easily. I mean, just the wrong way. He flew to the football. He could have gotten hurt too. So I just thank the good Lord, His grace, that neither one of these kids got hurt. So, but if going forward, what do you do if you're down in Lebanon, the TSSAA? How do you make sure? To make a more severe penalty? Do you change the rule on the fair catch? How do you fix it so this won't happen again on a Friday night again this year? Because maybe the next time it happens, Coach, that the outcome won't be as good as far as the two kids involved in the play.
Yeah, that's a tough call on. They're dealing with those issues from the professional level all the way down to the youth league on how to make the game safer, how to change the rules to where the punt returner is the guy that's protected, or snapping on the field goal that the short snapper is protected, or the punter or the quarterback. I think those are all rules that need to be looked at, and continue to monitor those rules. But at the end of the day, and I'm not talking about that situation and not minimizing it by any means, but at the end of the day, we put on shoulder pads and helmets, and unfortunately, you're going to have some of those situations occur. Not talking about that situation, I'm just saying, it's going to happen in pro football, and it's going to happen in college football, and as you alluded to, you don't want to ever see anybody get injured to the point where it's going to affect the rest of their life.
Absolutely. Football's a physical game. We know that. So you put those pads on. It's kind of like NASCAR guys. You get them behind that wheel, there's a 50-50 shot you're going to wreck and maybe get hurt. I mean, they know that when they get in the – so when you put the pads on, or not even that, Coach, you go out – I mean, you can get hurt playing tennis. You can get hurt playing basketball. You can get hurt playing any sport. So when you go on the court or go on the diamond or there's a 50% risk of there's something going wrong. It's built in, and nobody thinks that way. Just get out there and play. So I agree with you. It is a physical sport, and they do have to address it, and I don't know how they're going to do it. That's why they pay those guys big bucks down in Lebanon, the TSSAA, to come up with a better format, better formula, better ruling, whatever you want to call it, going forward, so this doesn't happen again. I'm sure in the rearview mirror, Elizabethton's gone. You're worried about Anderson County Friday night. They're coming to town. We've seen them. In fact, we'll go down and play them later this season. So Anderson County will, I'm sure, have your all's attention. That's a pretty good football team coming to town.
Yeah, and on film, I think this is what we're watching Anderson County, 4A football between Elizabethton, Greenville, and Anderson County. One of those three teams are making a bid for the state, for the state championship game, getting out of this area up here. And on film, Anderson County looks really good. They got a couple of really good receivers. The No kid that's a back is a huge kid, 6'3", about 225. Their quarterback throws it well. They're just a well-coached team, playing with a lot of energy. A community kind of like some of these around here. Good kids, play hard, well-coached. And it'll be tough for us on Friday night because they have a lot of tradition. They jumped out to a big lead on us last year, and we came back and beat them. So I'm sure they'll be coming to Johnson City on Friday night, looking to square some things up.
Absolutely. We wanted to win that game Friday night. We didn't, so congratulations, you guys. Again, the 17-7 final Science Hill, and the Railroad Rumble Trophy gets back to Johnson City for this season. That's what makes it so good, is that built-in rivalry, and so the 4-game winning streak got snapped, and so we'll pick up the pieces, get ready for Greenville a week from Friday. You got Anderson County on Friday night. I got to ask you before you go, Tennessee football, Josh Heupel, it's been kind of quiet down in Knoxville. What are you hearing, and what do you think as a fan and as a coach? What do you think about Tennessee football this year?
Well, based on what we saw last year, we saw an offense that was up tempo, scoring a lot of points. The defense was improving. I know there's a lot of hype coming into this year about the kind of team they're going to have. Tennessee fans want to see, based on the last few coaches, they want to see that continual improvement. I think we're going to get it. I think we've got a solid guy. Coach Heupel obviously is a good football coach, but from what you read and hear, also is a good character individual.
You got it. You're a pretty good old guy, too, my friend. We go back a long way. I sure appreciate you. And
yes, we do.
I like to get you on more often because you put an honest and upfront perspective to things, and I appreciate that. So good luck to you guys Friday night. Thanks for checking in with us. We'll get back to you soon, all right?
Yes, sir, Tom. I appreciate you having me on.
Yep, you got it. Coach Sam Haney giving the Science Hill Hilltopper coaching staff. We do have JV football, Science Hill and the Cyclones at 6 o'clock. We'll hit it at 5:50. Coach Haney emailed me the roster, so there's a bunch of tricky names, too. I'll have to get with somebody over there. There's some names that, oh, boy, I got to make sure that's I know what I'm saying when I get on the air tonight because there's some different names between Jones and Smith and Taylor and Haney. So, but we'll work it out, and I do appreciate him sending it to me. And so I do say thanks very much for that. Quick break. We'll come right back, close it out. Right after this time out, we're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on show number 1,685 of the Tom Daly Sports.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Oh, boy. I'm not going to guess what I did, but I did it. Went off and left my glasses at home, I think. Good grief. Going to have to squint to read his schedule. Goodness gracious. Let's take a look at the Little League World Series. Who's playing where today? It'll be Nicaragua against Japan at 10 o'clock this morning. Holidayburg, Pennsylvania, and New York played at 11. Chinese Taipei took on Panama. We're taking on Panama right now at 1 o'clock in the Little League World Series in Williamsport. Hagerstown, Indiana, Nolensville plays at 3 o'clock today. Vancouver, British Columbia, and Mexico playing at 5 o'clock. That is small print. Honolulu will take on Pearland, Texas at 7 o'clock tonight. That is the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Yep, Diana, you're right. Coach Sam Aney's a class act. He sure is. So, he could have said, I don't want to talk about it at all. He didn't. He said, yeah, I'll come on, talk about it. Give you my take. And he did. And so I appreciate him for that. All right, let's see what's going on week number 2, high school football. You have Dobbins Minute at Volunteer. Anderson County at Scienceville, we said the home opener for the Hilltoppers. Daniel Boone goes to West Ridge. Crockett will play Letcher, Kentucky at Unicoi County. Still, I guess, dealing with the light situation, light poles and lights, I would assume, at Crockett and Jonesboro. Pigeon Forge will be at Sullivan East on Friday night. Unicoi County travels to Cosby. Happy Valley, Chucky Doak. Man, that print is small. Whew. Got my arm extended way back here. Johnson County at Hampton. Unaka at Cloudland on Friday night. Seymour at Cherokee. We'll talk to some of those coaches coming up this week. Greenville goes to Granger in the regional opener. Cobb County at Jefferson County. Knox Falls at Morristown East. Castlewood, Virginia will play at North Green. South Green hosting Knox Catholic. West Green goes to Northview Academy. Knox Carnes will travel to William Blunt. Hardin Valley hosting Morristown West. Claiborne will be at Union County on Friday night. What's that last one? Oh, Oakdale. Jellicoe to Oakdale. Good grief, that's small print. I don't think my glasses are here. Oh, I know where I left them. Yep, I know exactly where I left them. Okay, girls soccer tonight. Chucky Doak plays at Providence Academy. Let's see, volleyball tonight. You've got Holston at Johnson County. Chucky Doak's Lady Black Knights at Unicoi County. Science Hills ladies hosting Gate City, and Greenville will be at Crockett in girls volleyball tonight. So that's what's going on there. Our schedule tonight, we got JV football. Science Hill coming to town. 5:50 airtime, 6 o'clock kickoff. Oh, it's peppering down the rain outside right now. That's crazy because the sun's out way back there. That's what you call scattered showers. That's interesting. Anyway, got it's like I've never seen rain before. So we do have JV football coming up tonight. Breaking a new cameraman, Landon Lewis. We're looking forward to having him on, giving him a learn how to do it. He did it Saturday with Junior Cyclones. Yeah, I'll come back and do it tonight. So I'm going to get a little bit of a group of different guys and girls running the camera, give everybody a break. So not one person has to do it every time. Anyway, he'll be there 6 o'clock tonight kickoff, 5:50 airtime. Tomorrow we'll be doing T.A. Duggar volleyball against Greenville. Wednesday's church night. Thursday we'll be going here at John Treadway Gym. Cyclone, Unicoi County volleyball on Thursday, and then Friday get a night off. Yay! So it'll be good. Be good. All right. Big thank you to the guests come on the show today, Angela Lewis and Andrea Lewis rather. I'm sorry, Andrea Lewis. I was reading something else. Andrea Lewis from Northeast Community Credit Union. Craig Workman came in and talked about these concerts coming up. Don't forget the Journey tribute band called Resurrection will be on the Covered Bridge, literally on the Covered Bridge stage, coming up on Saturday night. Free concert, 8 o'clock. And then also you have Crowder and Big Daddy Weave coming on Wednesday, September 21st next month. And on Thursday, Kip Moore, Dylan Scott, and Carson Peters will be there on the 22nd. Then you got the Grascals on Friday night, the 23rd. The 24th, you've got Ricky Skaggs coming to town. All these concerts will be over at the stadium, the football stadium here in Elizabethton. And then Sunday, man, Ben and Lily and Rebecca, or Becky, and Sonia, the Isaacs, and they are good. Man, I love to hear the Isaacs. I play them all the time at the house when I'm working. So good stuff. They're coming to town. So get your tickets. Again, go to the Elizabethton Parks and Rec Police where you can go get your tickets and get lined up and ready to go because there's going to be some great concerts coming to Elizabethton. Crowder and Big Daddy Weave on the same bill. That's incredible. That'll pack them in. So, hello, Teresa Tig. Hi, Tom. Hello, Teresa. Happy belated birthday. I wished you happy birthday last week. I did. Hello, Jennifer Vance. Oh, goodness. My home is nice and cool. It'll be nice and toasty in the winter because I got a brand new heat pump from Vance Heat Pump Systems. They did a great job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, anyway, we're out of time again. Andrea Lewis from Northeast Community Credit Union, Greg Workman, City of Elizabeth, and stop by. Forrest Holt, Athletic Director. Tommy Tipton, the owner of Chick-fil-A, was here. Forrest Holt, Athletic Director of Elizabeth, and Sam Haney from the Science Hill coaching staff, all here on the show today. Tomorrow will be at Phil's Dream Pit. Yeah. The Quest for Perfect Barbecue. Be there tomorrow, broadcasting live. And then Wednesday, right back here. Thursday will be at Lingerfield Drug Center. Then Friday, Food City Friday, will be Food City in Jonesboro on Friday. So we're excited about going down and seeing my buddy Steve and finding out about his cat Kramer. So, dude, this guy's nuts. He's hilarious. Can't wait to get down there and hang around him coming up on Friday. All right. Out of time, we sincerely thank you, viewers. Wrapping up show number 1,685 here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. And saying, as always, as we wrap it up, bloom where you planted and win or lose. Big Good Sport will have us back on YouTube tonight. We'll figure out what went wrong today, but we've just been on Facebook today. But tonight, back with the ball game, will be on both Facebook and YouTube. See you then at 5:50 to begin our coverage of Elizabethton Cyclone JV football against Science Hill tonight, right over here at Citizens Bank Stadium. We'll talk to you then. As always, we'll tell you, bloom where you planted and win or lose. Be a good sport. We always wrap it up with a verse of the day. Let's do that today. And let's wrap it up and skedaddle on out here and get some lunch from right here at the great folks at Chick-fil-A. Psalms 5:3 is the verse of the day. It says, in the morning, you hear my voice, O Lord. In the morning, I prepare a prayer for you and watch and wait for you to speak to my heart. In the morning, you hear my voice, O Lord. In the morning, I prepare a prayer for you, and you watch and wait for you to speak, and I watch and wait for you to speak to my heart. Gosh, that's good. Psalms 5:3.